Hello, financial queens. I am so excited for this journey we are about to begin. And it's so amazing to have you guys as part of this journey. And, welcome to our podcast, The Money Moves, the Rich Woman Way, where we talk about wealth, we talk about financial literacy, we talk about anything to do with finances. Oh my God, talk about financial independence. If you're looking for that, then this is the place to be. And on the same breath, I am your host, Wendy K.E.
I am Sterlin Baraka.
Ooh, rich woman vibe. Sterlin Baraka. Hey. Welcome to our podcast. Karibuni sana. So basically today we are doing an intro. This is just an introduction of the journey we are about to begin in regards to financial independence. And today basically we are talking about why financial independence matters for women. What do you have to say? What do you think about the whole,
First, it's a space for you and I to talk about these things, because we've grown up in spaces where talking about money is only when you have the money in hand and you want to invest. And especially for us women, we feel like the men understand numbers. They know better. So we just like let that conversation flow to them, and it's just like, maybe you just do it. So I feel this space is for you and I, baby girl, let's talk about these things. Let's understand them so we can have a better financial future.
Okay. So we are kicking off with a conversation that inspired the whole journey. Why financial independence as women is not just empowering, it's essential. Which is quite, I really feel like women have been put in a space whereby, like you said, finance is a man's thing, money is a man's thing. For us women, lay back, sit back, let the man, take control. But it's high time we understand that even as women, we are allowed to invest. We are allowed to make money. We are allowed to, how do I put it? We are allowed to basically walk the journey of financial literacy. I don't know if I'm making sense.
You are.
I am. Thank you. So one of the first lines that stood for me was when I read a book by Kim, and she's actually the woman who has inspired this whole podcast. Yes, we are reading a book.
Shout out to you, Kim Kiyosaki.
Yes,
I love you.
Yes. We are reading a book written by her, and there's this one line that stood for me. A man is not a financial plan. A man is not a financial plan. Let us think for a minute.
There's a funny story I once had someone say, and he was like, there was a seminar conference and people were being asked what are your assets? Which assets do you have? So this gentleman asked an Asian lady. And you know what she said? My husband is my asset. Why? Because he puts money in my pocket. So yes, we are here to talk about it. Ni financial plan. Na kama ni financial plan, ni sure.
Yeah. Let that sink, let that hit. Okay, so of course, because for our generations, women have been conditioned in some way, subtly or not, to depend on someone else for financial stability, whether it's our fathers, whether it's our boyfriends, whether it's our husbands, whether it's the government, or even the hope of marrying up. I'm marrying up because I feel like if I get to this family, I'll be financially secure. And then things take a twist, and then we end up being the 80% of women who are the poor. Because in Kim's book, actually, she was giving like a review of 80% of women who are poor are women who are married rich. They had money. But now when the husband died, they had nothing to their names, because one, they probably didn't know how to handle what was left, because they were never involved, in terms of making that wealth. For them, it was just like, we have money, good to go. You understand? And now it happens it happens that now the husband is
vitu vichenjanga.
Vitu vichenjanga. And now everything is all over, and the woman doesn't know basically how to handle the finances, and then we are down that road of 80% of women are poor.
And don't get us wrong. We are not against the baby girl soft life lifestyle.
Very important.
We're not saying don't aspire to have a man who has wealth. No. You can aspire to have such a man, but the thing is, what we're trying to say, baby girl, is for you to depend on that man for your financial well-being is risky, because like everyone else, that man is a human being. So huyu human being anaweza kuacha, ndio hatutaki akuache, anaweza kuacha. Or let's say it's a happy marriage, he might die unexpectedly, or finance, like in there was some years back where we had a Great Depression. Men lost jobs. And it had nothing to do with the man. Maybe he's hardworking, of course he's loving, of course he spoils you, but what happens when an economic depression hits and he loses his job? Corona happened.
2020.
Guys lost their jobs, So we're not saying don't aspire to have a man that takes you out, that treats you like the baby girl that you are. You are a queen and you deserve the best treatment ever, but we're just saying don't depend on this man such that without him you cannot surface. And that's what has led us to this place. And we had a story. We are sharing about the book that we're learning. And you also can get a chance to learn that book also if you join our book club. That's for later. But basically, we had a story of a woman whose husband died. She was around 70 years. You remember? You remember that story? So the woman died. The husband died, right? And suddenly it occurred to her she didn't know anything about the husband's investments. In fact, she asked her friends, how do people arrange for a funeral? Like tunazika aje, it was that bad. In the social media she can be like soft life, my husband takes care of everything, but at that point it is hard to take care. And maybe the sons and the daughters are not also apt in
terms of financial
maybe they're young. Ladies, we need to wake up.
It's high time. And I like the way Kim's put it. Let's not wait to be rescued. She puts it so well. She says we need to start being responsible for our future, our families, and our freedom, because the main thing here is freedom, financial freedom. Independence basically means freedom.
Freedom to choose. Freedom. We agree. Like I was reading something in the morning, and this guy was saying it's so sad that it was another podcast. They were talking about why women look to financial independence as a way of getting away from a man. But what you're trying to say here is different. We're saying you need to look at financial independence as a means of freedom. Freedom to choose. Freedom to decide whether you want to work, whether you don't want to work. Freedom to decide whether you want to live in Kenya or you want to live in Dubai. Freedom to decide, whether you want to spend your day teaching and following your purpose, wherever it may be, or you want to spend your day lazing around. Freedom to be exactly what you want to be.
And it doesn't mean that we are there yet. We are also on that journey. And as we are on that journey, this is us tagging along like other women, to young women, especially young women. We need to learn these things as young as we are, and we are lucky enough to have this opportunity, this kind of opportunities to learn about finances, to learn about moolah, to learn about money at our age. You understand?
And the thing is, money runs our lives, whether you like it or not. Money runs our lives. The Bible says, and I'm not just, I hope I'm not quoting it outright, but the Bible says money answereth all things. Even if it's statement, it's true. you cannot go to the shop and ask for bread by mercy. You need money, right?
You need money.
Our children need money to grow up.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
We need money to look good. This costs money. So our basic needs are tied to that money, right? But if you do not know about that thing which runs your life basically, then you are often a slave to it.
Yes.
Money is like fire. Baby
I
girl.
love that.
Money is like fire, ladies.
Yeah.
Young ladies, old ladies, it's for you, baby girl. Money is like fire. It can be a good servant, but a bad master.
Bad master. Oh, and I love it. One thing I've come to realize, let's just state it, women live longer than men. True or false?
True.
Statistics have it out there. Women live longer than men. And we take time off to raise families, and we still earn less on average. Let's just be honest. Where you're working right now, we are both employed. But where we're working right now, if you look at our salaries compared to how a man earns, it's on average. But when it comes to the business world, it's not about a man, it's not about a woman. It's how you put yourself out there. If it comes to your journey to financial independence as a woman, it's about how you put yourself out there. What's upstairs, what the knowledge you have in regards to finances, in regards to business, in regards to what you want to do for yourself as a woman. It has nothing to do with the man at this point. So what can you say about that?
Again, hata wewe mwenye unatuangalia, unajua, you just know, even your grandparents, is the grandfather goes, the grandmother stays. Meaning we just have a longer lifespan, and that's just the statistics. But having that in mind, somebody asked me once, like, you take care of everyone, who takes care of you? And it's so risky to put your well-being in the hands of somebody else. And darling, I love this quote for Kim, if you don't think about your finances,
who will? Who are you waiting for to come and take care, of your finances for you?
And we'll talk about it more. I know there's some things we're saying in passing. We'll delve into it. Today we just wanted to spark your interest and let you know what? This thing called financial independence, financial literacy is something for you too. Don't leave it to anybody else. Don't wait for anybody else. You can understand it. You can understand it. It's simple.
So basically, just to add on what you said, you've put it out beautifully. I love that. But just to add on what she has said, basically, it's not about how much money you earn. Okay, we are here to. It's basically about how you think. And also, when you read about, if you get time to read about the book we are talking about, Kim encourages women to build assets, not just save. She's encouraging us to build assets in bold, and to become investors, not just consumers. We need to invest. As women, we need to invest. It's no longer a man's thing, and even our men need help. Let's just be honest. They need help. In terms of as a woman, when you're financially independent, there's some level of
And I remember there's this famous preacher woman. I've forgotten her name. Sorry guys, I'll remind you. But she says, she's a proud woman. Why? Because she says, women, you don't need to. Why does your husband need to go to SACCO to look for loan? To be the type of woman that your husband can say, hey babe, can you loan me this money? I'll get you back. Right? Yeah, so we need, it's a confidence booster. Oof. What a confidence. It is a confidence booster to have your own money, right? That you decide what to do with it, and everybody else can benefit. They say if you educate a woman, you educate the whole society. Why not educate a woman on finances? That is why we are here.
True.
That is why we are here.
Yeah, to talk about this money mindset,
Yes.
you know, to share our personal growth and to bring in stories and strategies that help other women make the shift, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so basically each week can we share like what will be, you know, bringing on board?
Yes.
So each week I have like a write-up, so excuse me if I'm like, I have to refer to my notes. So each week we'll break down topics, and we'll start by number 1, how to start your financial education. Financial literacy is important, honey. Knowledge, it's about knowledge. When you have the knowledge, you're good to go. The emotional side of money. When you have money as a woman, emotions come into play most of the time, and we end up spending money where we are not supposed to.
That bag.
And we're not saying getting bags or doing what you wanted to do or getting what you like is bad.
It's not.
But it's about spending logically and not emotionally, right? Yes. Also, we'll be talking about investing 101 for beginners. You're there and you want to know where to invest, how to invest. This is the place to be. So stay tuned. And the last one, how to talk about money without shame. So basically that's what we'll be discussing. Each week we'll be coming up with different topics based on what I have shared and what we have talked about. And we'll also be interviewing women, of course, women who are walking the walk, investors, entrepreneurs, women climbing the corporate ladder, and just basically sharing how they are rewriting the rules when it comes to financial freedom, or rather financial literacy.
And also we will be busting the myths. Yes, the myths will be breaking down the excuses, right? So that you are enabled, that nothing will hold you back, baby girl, from investing your financial future. We need women to rise, and that starts by financial independence and financial freedom.
So today we're gonna leave you with one question.
Already. Okay.
You don't want us to end?
Just finish.
So okay, today we're gonna leave you with one question. Then the one question is, what's your reason for wanting to be financially free?
I know you'd have scrolled by now, but umebaki hapa mpaka a minute. Why?
Very important. Share with us on the comment section. Why would you want to be financially free? Be very honest, be very open with your reasons. It's a safe space. We are here to share and to learn from each other. And to uplift each other, the most important thing. So have no shame. Type. Sema your reason why you want to be financially free. You just had to throw you that line. It's fine. So think about it. Is it for your kids? Is it for your peace of mind? Is it for you?
For slaying?
Is it for Is it for your ability to say no to something that doesn't serve you? Very important. So we'd love to hear from you, of course. And if you want to find us, where do they find us?
It's a secret.
For now, it's
but
for now it's personal socials. Yes. So you can maybe share your handles.
At Wendy KE.
At Wendy KE.
On every platform, on YouTube, on Instagram, on Facebook, all of the socials, TikTok. For YouTube, you can find me at Sterlin. For Instagram, Fiber 5 Star. Facebook, Faith Baraka.
Do you think it's important for us to share our emails in case?
That is when we will be having like questions.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. So for
now we'll just keep it as socials.
Okay.
Interact with us. We want to hear from you. We wanna connect with you. Start with the comment section, and if we feel like we can reach out, we will reach out. Let's grow together. For years and years, it has been women put against women, but we seek to change that. Women for women, women for women.
Okay. And if this sparked something in you, hit that subscribe button. Follow us. And join us next week as we dive into the biggest money myths holding women back. And until then, I was your host, Wendy K.E. And you are?
I was Sterlin Baraka. Yes. I'm giving you 1 more minute. Your button, your...
Why press?
But yeah, we love you, financial queen. Karibu. Your journey starts
now. Here and
now.
Thank you. Bye.